The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
To the left side for Orlando, Pyatt back to pass. And Pyatt fires down the middle of the field. That's caught by Allen in the open field. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone! And Lorenzo Allen, who's been silent the first two games for Orlando, gets free for a touchdown. Garcia right side, caught, touchdown! Taylor! What a drive for Queen City. Tyree loads of time. They rush just three. The pass to the end zone. Touchdown! Sparrows! It's Portis's first of the year.
It's the SFL live on Twitch TV.
Welcome to Bagnod Memorial Stadium in San Francisco, California. Tonight it's a battle on the outside between wide receiver Sultan Muhammad and the NYC Sailors and Ivan Mixon and the San Francisco Bulldogs. Hello everyone, I am your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine. The 0-3 Sailors looking to get their first win in franchise history all the way across the United States. From San Francisco, California, the site of Super Bowl 50 on Sunday. But the Bulldogs have their Super Bowl tonight, trying to get to 2-2. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
Ready to go? The visiting team will make the selection. What is the call?
We want heads.
It is tails.
Real kick.
The home team have won the toss and select a kick.
San Francisco will kick off. They've got the ball on the tee. And from California, kick it! We are underway. And the Sailors from the 9-yard line on the return. Up past the 25 and buried at the 28-yard line. Welcome into our broadcast. We'll be posting it throughout the night, but for whatever reason, we're having issues with our game day page, our signature feature here in Season 6 and beyond, loading tonight on specific browsers. It may work on your browser, it may not. Visit twitch.tv/SFLN2 to watch Oklahoma City and Tallahassee simultaneously this evening. First and 10 at the 28, Carter Peters is going to change the play right off the bat for NYC. And he will drop back to pass. A deep drop back, fires it short, pass is caught, but quickly Andrew Ball makes the tackle on Steve Olenek, and it's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line. So NYC 0-3, they're led by Carter Peters. 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, has struggled in his first 3 games as a rookie. 917 yards, does average 305.7 passing yards per game. A quarterback rating of 78.6. 2nd down, 8 yards to go once again. Hand off to Philo Celestino, and he picks up just 1. Nice stop by Jasper Lennox, and the San Francisco Bulldog defense, along with Roosevelt Wallace there on that tackle, has done some good things. They sort of fell apart against Baltimore and gave up 45, but did a nice job in totally shutting down the DC Dragons and held Cleveland to 20 points as well in opening week. San Francisco playing in their second home game. It's 3rd down and 7. And Peters is back to pass. Peters looking for an open receiver, goes deep down the field. That pass is caught for a first down to the San Francisco 42. A defender fell over. That's Fox on the outside for San Francisco. But NYC moves the chains on Carrier's reception.
First and 10 from 41-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. And just 4 in the box for San Francisco. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side, and Celestino's going to take the carry left, and Celestino's dropped in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. San Francisco's run defense off to a nice start. Celestino just 4.2 yards a carry, couple of touchdowns, an average 88 yards per game. Not too shabby for Celestino on 63 carries through the first 3 games. 2nd down and 12 at the 43 of San Francisco. Peters back to pass, gonna float it deep down the field. The pass is tipped into the air and incomplete. Carrier could not come down with it, and for the first time in the 2-minute drive, NYC stops the clock. It's 3rd and 12. San Francisco is 1-2. They got their victory last week against the DC Dragons, and at times have looked very good this year. Ivan Mixon with 4 interceptions leads the defense, 3rd and long. 6th play of the drive. Back to pass. And Peters looking all over the place, fires right side, and they said he was out of bounds. Looking for Olenek on the right side. It's going to be 4th down for NYC, and San Francisco gets the first defensive stop of the night. NYC got a challenge, however.
The visiting team are challenging whether the pass was caught in bounds.
Let's take a look. The 1-foot, 2-foot rule in the SFL is one of the most frustrating to try to guess. The SFL, like the NFL, also does not know what is a catch. Looked like Olenek got 1 foot in.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete.
And that's a first
the
down.
Was made prior to going out of bounds. The visiting team
Will not be charged with a timeout.
1st down.
1 foot on the sideline for Olenek, and it's a first down for the Sailors. They convert back-to-back 3rd downs on their opening drive. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 28, and San Francisco doesn't like it. NYC in the road, blue helmets, white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers, and white trim. San Francisco in the home, blue helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, white numbers, and red trim. Deep shot for Peters. Oh, the pass intended for Muhammad is knocked away because Nick Nitro and Ivan Mixon combined to smack him down right at the goal line. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line. The first pass intended for Muhammad, and San Francisco lets him know whose house it is. Celestino in the backfield, the lone back, 4 receivers. Handoff. Celestino is bounced backwards for a loss of 4. And San Francisco's run defense has been excellent here on the opening drive. It'll be the 9th play of the drive for NYC, who's taken nearly 3 minutes off the clock. Another 3rd and long. Back to pass, Peters. Peters against a 5-man rush, wide open. That's a first down, and Peters making his money on 3rd down. Carrier's 2nd catch. 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs' 16-yard line. Impressive opening drive for NYC on the road. Could have easily folded a couple of times. Nitro saves the touchdown.
First and 10.
NYC's Sailors trying to pick up their first win here at San Francisco. San Francisco has toppled a couple of top dogs in the past couple of seasons here at home. Celestino has a huge hole, picks up 13 after losing yardage on his previous 3 carries. 1st and goal at the 3. NYC has struggled a bit in the red zone. We'll see if San Francisco can get a stop. Nitro again makes that tackle along with Fox, who came in late.
First and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the left side. And Peters will hand it off to Celestino, and Celestino is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nicely done by Jasper Lennox and company. 4-minute opening drive here for the NYC Sailors.
2nd and goal.
Kookie bots are. Just want to let you know it can even get better. Our game day page is, for whatever reason, not working tonight, but simulationfl.com. You're going to want to check it out. Second and goal with the 3-4 wide receivers. Handoff Celestino, and Celestino's put in the ground. A 1-yard pickup, but only to the 2. 12th play of the drive for NYC. 2 yards away from a touchdown. Somebody educate the man. 4 receivers. Peters out of the shotgun. Celestino to his left. Peters back to pass. And Peters looks left side, and the pass is knocked up in the air and incomplete. And the San Francisco Bulldogs get a goal line stand. 12-play drive will end in a field goal for NYC. A beautiful job by San Francisco, keeping them out of the end zone. So a chip shot from 18 yards away for KJ Batistita. He will forever be known as the kicker that missed his first field goal of his career by slipping and falling in the snow. Sorry, KJ. KJ's chip shot is good. And it's NYC 3, San Francisco nothing. But a victory for the Bulldogs, who get out of Dodge after a 12-play drive for NYC. Bulldog defense making things happen.
Are set for the kicker. Number 82, back for the return.
Somebody owes Landry had a coat. From 1 yard deep in his end zone, Bulldogs on the return up to the 21-yard line. And we'll get our first look at Dwayne Drew on the evening. First time San Francisco has been in a spotlight game this year. They're the last team to make it on. 79.4% QBR for Drew. 44-63, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 449 yards. Has, as I said about San Francisco in general, has really showed his bright spots through the first 3 games of his career. Drew's going to hand it off to Keanu Tuiasosopo, and he loses 3 yards immediately. Tuiasosopo has really struggled this year. 2.2 yards per carry. 199 yards on just 90 attempts, 2 touchdowns, averaging a measly 66.3 yards per game. Eventually, they got to get Tuiasosopo moving. 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield on 2nd down and 13. And Drew will drop the throw. Drew looking around, scrambles, hit as he threw and got rid of the ball. The pass incomplete. Will set up a 3rd down and 13. Nice pressure by the Sailors. And San Francisco's offense off to a slow, sputtering start.
Third and 12 from 18-yard line.
5:43 to go in the first. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side for San Francisco. Drew back to pass. Drew fires it deep down the field. Pass is incomplete, and a quick 3 and out for San Francisco. Excellent job by NYC's defense, which was torched by Minneapolis last week in a 38-34 heartbreaking loss for the Sailors, although, to be fair, everyone has been torched by the Minneapolis Mauler offense so far this season, averaging close to 40 points per game. San Francisco will have to punt it away and put that tired defense back out onto the field. Kick is away from the 45, and a fumble! Fumble, and it's recovered by San Francisco! NYC throws the great field position away. Zorn, I believe, was the return man, and the Bulldogs forced their first turnover of the night. And that has been San Francisco's bread and butter. Kookie Bots, we had a game yesterday where we had 2 fumble recoveries in the same game. We like to have fun here. San Francisco retains the football at midfield. 1st and 10. Handoff to Tuiasosopo. He drags a defender, breaks a tackle, and then is finally put down by Randall Del Castro, the free safety at 5'11", 195 for NYC. 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 7 from 47-yard.
OKC Renegades is having problems on the game day page. Tell him what he's won, everybody. 2nd and 8 at the 47. OKC Renegades, pay attention to the chat. We have a message for you. As Tuiasosopo loses 1, it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
No gain on the play.
Sailors off to a strong start. Lamarck on the tackle. Jean-Pierre Lamarck, linebacker, 6'2", 240. Lamarck this year, 29 tackles, leads the team, 2 tackles for loss. No one on this Sailor team on the star level has an interception. 3rd down and 9 at the 48. Drew back to pass, going to flip it outside. Got to turn the corner. There's Miller, and Miller nearly did, but shoved out of bounds 1 yard shy of the 1st down. Going to be 4th and 1 at the Sailor 41-yard line, and we'll see if the Bulldogs try to go for it or draw them offside. Heck of an effort by Miller just to get close to the marker. Bentley Van Buren ran him out of bounds.
4th and inches from 40-yard.
They do have the offense out there, 4th down and 1 at the 41-yard line. And they're going to go for it, and they're going to hand it off to Tuiasosopo, and he did not get the 1st down. The man cannot get 1 yard. Orlando Lomax on the tackle. The big defensive tackle, number 50, in the trenches. And after the punt return fumble by NYC, San Francisco goes 4 and out, and the Sailors retain possession. San Francisco, gutsy call to go for it and to hand it off to no avail. Celestino on the carry, picks up 2. And the matchup we're going to be watching tonight is obviously Sultan Muhammad and Ivan Mixon, the number 1 leader in receptions, 11.7 per game for Muhammad, and the number 1 leader in passes defended per game, that's Mixon, 3.3. 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Back to pass. Peters over the middle, tried to one-hand it. Did Mackey, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Coming up on Thursday, it's the game of the week. Louisville 3-1 at Carolina 3-1 in a battle of the now top 2 running backs in the league, Johnny English and David Overstreet, and of course, some terrific defense. Along with regional action, Minneapolis, Baltimore, Cleveland, Sioux Falls, all on the SFL Network Thursday. That pass on 3rd down is caught. Peters to Mackey, and NYC is now 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions to move the chains. Kookie Bots, if you click on the logo of each team's or of each team at the top of the website, you actually can click on each player's photo, see what their contract is, and also get a bio on each player as well. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. We appreciate Bridges. Hand off to Celestino, and around the left side, Celestino's got some room. Picks up 9 yards for the Bulldog 37. NYC looking really sharp in this first quarter, yet only a 3-0 lead as the first quarter is winding to a close quickly.
Second and inches.
2nd down and 1 at the San Francisco 37. And the handoff to Celestino's got a 1st down easily, and all of a sudden, Celestino's starting to find some running room up the middle of that Bulldog defense. And San Francisco's defense has just got to be a little bit tired after that long first drive for NYC, and now this one on its 6th play.
First and 10 from 32-yard line.
Four receivers. Peters is out of the shotgun. 5 in the box. Handoff. Celestino again. And he's picked up and thrown down. Loss of 1. Another tackle for loss in the backfield for San Francisco's defense. Let's take a look at the star lineups for each team. For NYC on offense, Carter Peters is the quarterback, number 6. Wide receivers are Sultan Muhammad and Stephen Olenek, number 1 and number 7, respectively. The tackle is Riggs Hornish, 75. The guard is Porkchop Priestley, number 72. Peters' pass is intercepted. Andrew Ball picks it off. San Francisco has forced 2 turnovers in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs are back on offense. Andrew Ball, 17 tackles this year so far and 2 interceptions. That's his 3rd of the year, and that is the team's 12th interception in 4 games. Trips right. Drew hands it off. Tuiasosopo on a draw, and Lamarck shuts him down. 1 yard gain. Highlights are on our YouTube channel, Kookie Bots, along with full games. But you can watch the whole SFL season over the last 4 weeks in just about 25 minutes on our YouTube channel. 2nd down and 9 at the 30. Out of the eye, Drew back to pass, and Drew's got a lot of time, fires down the middle. What a beautiful pass to Johnny English, to Donald Miller. Donald Miller and Johnny English were on the same team for a while, and clearly Johnny English has made more exciting plays than most this year. It was just a natural reaction. Donald Miller makes the catch for the first down to the 43-yard line. I'll own that one just straight up. I knew I made the mistake as soon as I said it. Goodness gracious. Donald Miller and Johnny English, former teammates in Dallas. A lot of SFL history up in this brain. 1st and 10 of the 44. Drew back to pass. Drew's going to swing it outside, and Miller's got the catch for a 5-yard gain. That's Donald Miller, number 84, leading receiver for the Bulldog team. Donald Miller, 20 catches, 321 yards and 4 touchdowns this season, has had a nice start to his 2nd year in San Francisco, 107 yards per game. 2nd and 5 of the 49. San Francisco forcing a couple of turnovers to keep things close here in the first quarter. Hand off to Tuiasosopo, and that's for no gain. 3rd down, 5. That is the end of the first quarter of play. NYC 3, San Francisco nothing. This is the SFL Network.
The score is now 3-0. Third and 5. Ball at 49 yards.
Start of the second quarter, NYC 3, San Francisco nothing. It's 3rd down and 5. Dwayne Drew trying to get the offense moving. Back to pass. Drew, all kinds of time, but that pass nearly intercepted. NYC just cannot get their fingers on a pick this year. It's going to set up a 4th down, and San Francisco has to punt. NYC's defense looking sharp out there. And the Bulldogs will try to flip field position. We've got a game break from Kyle Walsh back in the SFL studios. We'll get it to you immediately following this punt. And the deep kick to the 14-yard line, and NYC is wrestled down quickly at the 15. Kyle Walsh, what you got from us from around the league in Tallahassee?
Tallahassee is back at home, the only team in the league still yet to lose in front of the hometown fans. Dwayne Lane is off and running, and so are the Pride, up 21-3 in the second quarter. OKC still searching for answers. Back to you, Cam.
So Tallahassee all over the Renegades at the start of that one, 21-3. Tallahassee is money at home. First and 10 to the 15-yard line for Carter Peters. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. And the handoff goes to Celestino, and Celestino picks up 2. Bring up second down and 8. Celestino averaging 2.5 yards per carry, and he's certainly seen his fair share of carries here in the early going. NYC running a little bit more than usual.
Second and 7. Ball at the 18-yard line.
Second down and 8 at the 17. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side, short right side. Peters hands to Celestino again, and San Francisco all over it. Didn't get a chance to take a look at the San Francisco defense. We'll start with the secondary. Cornerbacks are Andrew Ball and Ivan Mixon, 35 and 32 respectively. Mixon has limited Muhammad to 0 catches in the first half so far. Defensive end is Roosevelt Wallace, number 97. Nick Nitro is the free safety, number 20. And Floyd Lee is also a defensive end, number 91. Peters takes a shot downfield, caught again on first down. That pass caught by Mackey. And New York has just been absolutely outstanding on third downs tonight. Carter Peters moving the chains when he has to, up to the Sailor 29-yard line.
First and 10 from 29 yards.
Trips right again for NYC, handoff Celestino, and Celestino again double teamed right at the line of scrimmage. He had some opportunities on that second drive for the Sailors, but those opportunities have dried up once again. Coming up on the SFL Halftime Report, we'll have highlights from Sunday's exciting day of action, including the most interesting game from Dallas and Orlando. And we'll also have first half stats and analysis of NYC and San Francisco. It's coming up on the SFL Update Halftime Report. Second down and 10 at the 29. Peters back to pass, floats it down the middle of the field. The pass is nearly intercepted again. The active hands by San Francisco is just outstanding. And it's really fascinating to see how NYC has approached San Francisco in the first half. Muhammad's been targeted just one time. Ivan Mixon has done such a good job locking him down. They've run the ball more with Celestino and looked away from Olenek and Muhammad on the outside. Very interesting dynamic. Third down and 10. Play action. Peters back to pass. Peters deep shot down the middle. Oh, he caught it at the San Francisco 45. That's Olenek. Beg your pardon. I thought it was Muhammad with his first catch of the night. But Steven making plays. And lucky number 7 strikes again for NYC. Check out this catch by Olenek over the middle of the field in double coverage. Ball tried to get his hand in there, maybe for a second interception, and another big pass play for NYC. You see Celestino's struggles, 13 for 29. Out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. Back to pass, Peters. Peters down the field again. It's nearly picked off. He was looking for Muhammad, and Mixon is right there. I tell you, we've only played a quarter and almost a half of this game, but Ivan Mixon seriously looks like the best defensive player through 4 weeks that this league has ever seen. He is just completely shutting down a top-tier receiver, which just is very unusual around these parts. Second down and 10. Peters back to pass. Steps into the pocket. Nearly sacked. The pass is caught in double coverage again. Carter Peters is money tonight to the Bulldog 27-yard line for a first down. Laser focused is Peters. I mean, you don't get a tighter spiral than that.
First and 10. Ball at the 27 yard.
First and 10 at the 27, 7:50 to go in the first half. Still 3-0 Sailors. Peters back to pass. Peters pump fakes. Down the middle again. That pass is caught. Olenek has been the man on this drive. First and goal to the 9. And NYC proving that they can move the ball without Muhammad being a big-time factor. A nice, crisp route over the middle. Stephen Olenek this year, 22 catches, 200 yards, and a touchdown. That's second on the team. First and goal at the 9. NYC back in the red zone. Peters back to pass. Peters will have to check it down. Celestino lost 2 yards. Kirk Marquez with his third tackle. He's at linebacker along with Jasper Lennox, who had a breakout year last year.
Second and goal.
Second and goal at the 11. Coming up under 7 minutes to go in the first half. A 3-0 Sailor lead. Peters back to pass. Swings it outside. Celestino needs a block. He got one. Race to the goal line, and it'll be pushed out of bounds at the 2. Nice play there from NYC, but the 2-yard line is where their previous scoring drive halted. Third down. We work magic around here, people. We are in the business of making football magic. Third and goal at the 2. Can Carter Peters make some magic from 2 yards away? Celestino gets the carry, lost 2 more. And again, San Francisco gets a goal line stand. Another field goal for KJ. This one from 20 yards. KJ's field goal is good. And San Francisco's defense has done an admirable job here in the first half. Muhammad, who has produced nearly half of NYC's passing yardage through the first 3 weeks, has no catches. And the Sailors only have 6 points on the board. Two yards deep in the end zone. San Francisco on the return. Past the 20 to the 25. And now it's up to the Bulldog offense to get going. Kookie Botts, I believe True Shot Collar 1 was in Gridiron League. He owns Tallahassee, who's currently playing. Frank will be by in the second half. 4 receivers for Dwayne Drew. First down and 10. Handoff to Iasisopo. Line of scrimmage, no gain. The struggles for the running game for San Francisco continues, although they have been a bit more balanced tonight. Cecil Randolph makes the tackle. The NYC defense, Cecil Randolph, number 21, is the strong safety. Linebacker Jean-Pierre Lamarck is number 55. Free safety is Randall Del Castro, number 5. Defensive end is number 10, Jack Bostrom. And the cornerback is Bentley Van Buren. Handoff to Iasisopo on a delay. Picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Third and 8.
5 minutes to go in the first half. 4 receivers for Dwayne Drew. Drew pump fake. Drew steps up, gonna take off and run, and Drew! Oh, he got hit late! A cheap shot by Cecil Randolph. Dwayne Drew, we know he can run. He picks up a first down and tack on 15 more. to the NYC 47-yard line. Randolph, a foolish penalty there. And Dwayne Drew gets more yards than Tuiasosopo's had all night. Drew's already been hurt on a scramble earlier this year. That is just inexcusable from Randolph as he lowers the shoulder on Drew. High formation, Drew back to pass. Drew floats it down the field, and NYC has their first interception. It's Lamarck. And he returns it to the 34-yard line of the Sailors. What a big defensive stop. Drew just forces the football in there. His 5th interception in 4 games. Looking for Rex Norton over the middle, and he was double covered. And the Sailor defense gets another big stop. And that's a good point Landry had. Dwayne Drew maybe a little bit not with us after he took that shot from Randolph in the back. 4 receivers. Peters back to pass. Going to flip it outside. Muhammad. Mixon is just ridiculous. Muhammad tried to make the catch. Mixon closed on the ball so fast that Muhammad's feet dragged out of bounds. And it's 2nd and 10. SFL halftime report coming up in 4 minutes, 10 seconds time. Celestino is the running back in the backfield and 6 in the box for San Francisco. Celestino's got a big chunk of yards right up the gut to the 45-yard line. There was nobody there for San Francisco's defense. And the Sailors continue to move the ball and help themselves in the field position department. But that's really been NYC's struggle for in their first 3 games as a franchise. They have moved the ball quite well. They averaged 306 passing yards a game, 88 rushing yards per game. But they just have struggled putting points on the board. 1st and 10 for the 45. Celestino is hit at the line of scrimmage. 37 yards on 17 carries, and Muhammad still does not have a catch in this game. Riggs Hornis and Porkchop Priestley, the tackle and the guard stars on this offensive line on the left side, obviously don't get enough credit. We don't say their names much. Offensive linemen don't get a lot of mention, but been doing a pretty good job for the Sailors. Celestino on a swing out, picks up 7. Going to set up a 3rd down and 3 at the Bulldog 48-yard line. .247 to go in the first half. Crowd wants some defense. It's been tough putting the Sailors back on the sideline. 6 in the box for San Francisco. Peters straight back, fires down the middle and hit Floyd Lee in the back of the head. Floyd Lee, the former Pride member, making a play he didn't even know he could make. Lee has absolutely no idea the ball's coming his way, and San Francisco gets a stop. Down and 3, and NYC will punt it away. 2.5 to go in the first half. San Francisco will field deep in their own territory. No, they're going to let it bounce inside the 5. NYC lets it roll all the way down to the 1-yard line. Bulldogs are backed up. Let's take a look at the Gray Conference standings. Coming into the night, Minneapolis is 4-0. They're atop the league. Queen City is at 3-1 all by themselves in 2nd place. Sioux Falls, Baltimore, and Cleveland in a 3-way tie at 2-2. San Francisco 1-2, DC 1-3, and NYC 0-3 as we wrap up week number 4. 2 behind Drew. 1st and 10 for the 1, and Tuiasosopo got out of the end zone at least. Picks up 2 yards, and that very well may take us down to the 2-minute warning.
Number 55, credited with the Second and 8 from 3-yard line. 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to go. San Francisco still with the goose egg, but they've hung in there. Both teams, strong defensive outputs. We'll talk Teal in the second half. Tuiasosopo, we got you. Tuiasosopo, left side. He's in the open field. Tuiasosopo past the 40 to the 45. A pickup of 43 yards, and that's what he has on the night. First down, San Francisco. How in the world do you limit a running back to 1 yard the whole half? And Tui gets open. First and 10 at the 45. 3 receivers for Drew. Back to pass. Drew flips it out right side. Caught. That's Gladwin Wolf. Gladwin Wolf in his rookie year, just a measly 4 catches for 35 yards. That's dead last among star receivers in the SFL. Makes his first catch of the night. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 6 from 49-yard.
Bulldogs on the move. Finally, an offensive spurt. Drew wants to change the play. Wants to hand it off to Tuiasosopo. The hot hand. Picks up 2. Now they're going to go no huddle. 3rd down and 5. Clock ticking. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Back to pass. Drew fires it short left side, and Miller stepped out of bounds. 4th and 2 for the NYC 47. The Bulldogs tried to go for it on 4th and 1 in New York territory earlier in this game. They didn't get it, so they'll likely punt it away. Oh no, they got the offense out there. Do they dare go for it again? I think Drew's just trying to hard count the Sailors. Down to 6 on the play clock. And NYC's not falling for it. And the Bulldogs will burn their first timeout. You know, we don't know what happened to the podcast, but if anyone wants to get involved in a podcast, you just let us know. We all miss the podcast. Podcasts are good. Good for the soul.
Back to punt. Number 35. Seat to receiver.
So San Francisco will punt it away, down 6-0. Low snap, bad snap, and the punt is short. Over the 14-yard line. Sailors will start from the 17. Horrible snap. It almost went behind the punter. 1st and 10 for the Sailors. This is the SFL Network. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine. Oklahoma City, Tallahassee going on SFLN2. 2 nights a week. We have 3 games going on all at the same time. We're not sure what happened with our game day page tonight, but it should be back up and working in time for Thursday's game of the week. Catch all the action Thursday and Monday nights and Sunday afternoons here on the SFL Network. Celestino gets another 11 yards up to the 27, but the Sailors decide not to burn a timeout. San Francisco gets the ball to start the second half. Again, coming up at halftime, we've got highlights from yesterday's action, and we've got first half analysis of NYC and San Francisco. All coming up in the SFL Update halftime report. 10 of the 27, handoff to Celestino, and he's dropped in the backfield. Lennox on the tackle, a 2-yard loss. Jasper Lennox, a defensive end converted linebacker, leads the team in tackles with 19. Has 6 tackles for loss. That's also number 1 on the team. 2.5 sacks is 3rd best in the league, and he has an interception to his name as well. Down to 7 seconds to go in the first half. New York content with running this all the way down. And they get the snap off just before the end of the half. Peters pump fake. He's going to try to take a shot. The pass is caught, but that's the end of the first half. NYC 6, San Francisco nothing. Carrier with the reception. The Sailors take a 6-point lead into the locker room. The SFL Update halftime report is right now.
The end of the second quarter. The score is now 6.
Louisville and Santa Fe, the Sunday Spotlight game. Skeletor P. Funk, he can not only do it with his arm, but he can do it with his legs too. Against the blitz, he scrambles away and he picks up 17 yards to get a little momentum going for the Louisville Wolfpack, who started this game out slow. By the end, Santa Fe was seeing gray. David Overstreet breaks off a tackle and spins off another to get Louisville out in front. They're up 24-10 now. Santa Fe trying to make a comeback. Matt Wilson and Nick T. Quick had 3 touchdowns in the game. Santa Fe would cut it to 7, but too much Louisville offense. Trying to run out the clock, 31-27, 3 minutes to go. Skeletor P. Funk to Lawrence Kirkland. David Overstreet scored all 5 of Louisville's touchdowns in the game. And the Wolfpack improved to 3-1, 38-27 over Santa Fe. Orlando and Dallas, a battle of 1 and 2 teams who picked this one up in the third quarter. Dallas up 11, but Ochente Ocho gets the ball popped out of his hands. Kendrick Watkins forced the fumble. Reese Walsh going almost all the way the opposite direction to the Dallas Law 35. And little did we know that would turn this game on its head. 20-20, Zach Parker fumbles the ball. Mitchell Maverick recovers. He also had 2 interceptions on the night. Dallas would be back in business after blowing an 11-point lead. They would add a field goal following the fumble. As we take another look at it, Bones Malone forced it. Dallas up 23-20. Their lead would not last long. Next kickoff, 3:27 to go in the fourth. Isaac Perez, 92 yards, untouched. His first kickoff return touchdown of his career, and Orlando would regain the lead, 27-23. Dallas trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Next possession, Mock picked off. Reese Walsh again. What a day for the rookie. Orlando wins to improve to 2-2. It was a gloomy day in Cleveland. A matchup of the number 1 offense, Minneapolis, and the number 1 defense, Cleveland. Offense won. Doug Bose takes a flip from the backfield and scores off a nice block. It was the opening drive for the Maulers, and they would just not quit. Up 17-0. This was the lone bright spot of the day for Cleveland. Chris Davis, beautiful run, breaking through everybody. Koma Kaleka, he's trying, man. He's too fast. Davis touchdown to get Cleveland on the board. 17-7, 6:40 to go in the first half, but that would be the only fireworks of the day for Cleveland. Next possession for Minneapolis, it's Bose again, getting past everyone with a little small tiny hurdle. I'm guessing his vertical's not that great, but Bose scores his 3rd touchdown of the day, and if you've got 3, why not pick up a 4th? Bose to the house. Prima Goodspeed blocks 2 people in the back on the play. Didn't matter. Maulers win 41-7 and improve to 4-0. A rough day for the Vipers. They dropped to 2-2. It's halftime in San Francisco. The Sailors 6 and San Fran nothing. That graphic to the left says it all. Sultan Muhammad averaging 11.7 receptions per game in the league. That's best in the league. 0 catches in the first half, being defended by Ivan Mixon. And they say defense is dead. I don't think so. NYC, 236 yards of offense to just 89 for San Francisco. Bulldogs just 4 first downs, but they hung around in this game, making some big, timely plays by a slew of Bulldogs, really a team effort. Nick Nitro, 7 tackles leading the defense. letting Mixon do his thing on his island. NYC 6 of 9 on third down, 1 of 5 on third down conversions for San Francisco. 2 turnovers for the Sailors, but that's been a problem. San Francisco also has thrown an interception. Time of possession being dominated by NYC, 15:02 to 6:58. All in all, it adds up to NYC 6, San Francisco nothing. The second half from Bagnon Memorial Stadium is coming up next.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure never to miss a moment of the action by following our channel on Twitch. This has been SFL Halftime Update. Enjoy the second half.
Deep to receive.
Start of the third quarter here from San Francisco in the Monday Spotlight game, wrapping up week 4. The 0-3 NYC Sailors 6, the San Francisco Bulldogs nothing. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. This is the Simulation Football League Network. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. Join us every Thursday and Monday nights, Sunday afternoons on the SFL Network on Twitch. And visit our website daily for updates at simulationfl.com. Tuiasosopo picks up a 3-yard gain to start the third quarter, 2nd and 7. Very interesting first half. We have not had a lot of games like this through SFL history. Obviously, it's a lot easier to put up 35 points than it is to hold a team to 0. 2nd and 7, NYC should be proud of what their defense was able to accomplish in the first half. Drew flips it out on a floater to Tuiasosopo, who picks up a block and then is quickly tackled down by Randall Del Castro, a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 5 for San Francisco. Struggled on third downs in that first half. Just 1 of 5.
3rd and 4 from 31 yards.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. 3 receivers, 2 to the short left side for Dwayne Drew. San Francisco really has not had any sort of downfield passing tonight. Quick throw out, that's caught by Rex Norton, his first catch of the night. Breaks a tackle and gets a first down. Randolph drags him out of bounds, but that's exactly what San Francisco needed to start the second half. Someone to break a tackle and make a play. Just a nice route run by Rex Norton. Norton 3rd on the team, 7 catches, 82 yards, has not found the end zone. Long of 37. Not the biggest tight end threat in the league, but certainly has had some explosive plays throughout his career.
1st and 10.
The touchdown that he caught to tie the game against Oklahoma City when he was in a San Francisco uniform way back in season 1. One of those highlights for him, that was 3 years ago. 4 receivers, hand off to Tuiasosopo on a counter, picks up 1 block, but Lamarck puts him down. Only a 1-yard loss, or a 1-yard gain rather, to the 47-yard line, brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 from 47 yards.
Football Dude 93, I don't think it's wise to be asking other owners for help on your team. Hashtag sabotage. Pickup of 3 for Tuiasosopo brings up 3rd and 6 at midfield. Tackle made by Randolph again. Of course, Randolph had that foolish late hit on Dwayne Drew in the first half that nearly jump-started the Bulldogs. They ended up stalling out, as they have on every drive so far tonight. 3rd and 6 from midfield. How long can San Francisco keep Muhammad and the Sailor offense at bay? Got to do something eventually. Drew back to pass. Drew, all kinds of time, down the field, caught first down to the 39-yard line. That's Wolf's second catch of the night. And it's Dwayne Drew, not Carter Peters, here in the second half, doing a good job converting on third downs. 7th play of the drive coming up.
First and 10 from 39 yards.
Drew out of the shotgun, swings it outside. Tuiasa Sopo trying to push forward, is going to be wrapped up at the 34. Dwayne Drew 68 yards tonight. Peters 190. Drew's averaging 149 this year. Peters 305. So both roughly around their average they would be at this point in the game. 2nd and 5 at the 34. 3 receivers out of the shotgun. Drew hands it off to Tuiasa Sopo, and he picked up 1. Going to set up a 3rd down and 4. 9th play of the drive. This is so eerie. This is exactly how NYC started the first half with the ball. Nearly had the ball for 5 minutes. Ended up getting just a field goal. Nearly 4-minute drive here for the Bulldogs. It's 3rd and 4. Back to pass. Drew, deep shot. Oh, it's intercepted beautifully by Bentley Van Buren. Pass intended for Donald Miller. And Van Buren has his first interception of the year. And the Sailors refuse to let the Bulldogs get on the scoreboard. Perfectly played the fade. Drew thought he had something, he didn't. And the Sailors take over from their own 8-yard line. What a game. 4 receivers set for Peters, 3 to the short right side. Celestino in the backfield, he'll take a counter. Oh, Celestino ran right into Floyd Lee, and then everybody else on the Bulldog defense. Wallace and company cleaned it up, loss of 1. NYC played a 38-34 game last week against Minneapolis, and 1 week later it's 6-0. 2nd and 11 at the 7. Hand off to Celestino, picks up 4. The 11, Wallace goes flying. Celestino way under his average, just 2.3 yards per carry tonight. Shout out to Landry Hatt, who's keeping everybody updated on the technical problem we had at the beginning of the night, but it's been a pretty good night since then. 3rd down and 7 at the 11. Peters back to pass, straight back, fires down the middle in traffic, and is picked off! How? Just how? How does Nick Nitro get his hands on this? Peters throws into triple coverage, and Nitro just stole it from everyone else on the field. And San Francisco, for the first time tonight, is in scoring position, forcing their 3rd turnover of the evening. First and 10 at the 25. Defense is playing a monster game tonight. Drew going for the kill shot. It's incomplete. Again, terrific coverage by Bentley Van Buren. It's 2nd down.
Second and 10 from 25 yards.
Kyle Walsh has a game break update coming for us after this play from Tallahassee. Second and 10 at the 25. 4 receivers. Hand off to Tuiasa Sopo, and he's still going! Tuiasa Sopo! Get out of here! Gain of 6.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. Number 44 with the tackle.
Gonna flip the desk over. Guy breaks 3 tackles to gain 6 yards. That was the sexiest 6-yard run I've ever seen. 3rd down and 4. Hand off to Sopo again on 3rd and 4, surprise, and he nearly fell forward for the first down.
Number 34 was the carry. He picked up 3 on the play.
4th and 1 at the 17. I don't think San Francisco dares go for it. They'll bring out the field goal team to put the first points on the board tonight for San Francisco.
Field goal from the 16-yard line. Number 5 will hold the kick.
This one from 33 yards away. The field goal, bad snap. The field goal is up and good. San Francisco catches a break there. NYC 6, San Francisco 3. And let me know if you've seen a more entertaining 6-3 game in the third quarter ever. I challenge you.
They're kicking off. Number 82 back for the return.
Kick is away. NYC from the 8. And up to the 28, smack down there. Let's get a game break from Kyle Walsh back in the SFO studios.
21 on the play. Ball is spot.
The Renegades just got a big interception in the end zone, but on the very next play, A.J. Barnes picks off another underthrow by Joseph Redfeather, and the Pride are back in business. With a win, every team in the South would have at least a 2-2 record. Let's go back to San Francisco.
Tallahassee comfortably ahead of Oklahoma City tonight to try to improve to 2-0 at home this year.
1st and 10 from 29 yards.
First down and 10 for Peters. And Peters pass caught. Holy Nick's caught a lot of good balls in coverage tonight. 5 catches on 6 targets. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 43. Nicely done. Once again, Peters puts a rocket out there. But I'm just absolutely stunned. I mean, Muhammad has been targeted one time.
1st and 10.
One time.
24 yards.
With no receptions. It's like Carter Peters watched the film from last week's game against DC. He says, I don't want any part of that guy. Celestino is going to lose 2 yards. Nitro coming in from the free safety spot to bring him down. 2nd and 12.
Also, 3 on the play. Second and 12 from 41-yard line.
And off to Celestino. No gain. 3rd and 12. Marquez on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 31. No gain on the play.
Down to 3.5 to go in the third. Currently, it's the lowest scoring game in 3 years and 6 seasons of SFL action. Still got 14 minutes to go. Four receivers, 3 to the right side. Peters under center, back to pass. Peters, pump fake, down the field. Oh, wide open, he dropped it! Mackey dropped a wide open pass. Fourth down, the Sailors have to punt it away again, and San Francisco catches a monster break. Bulldogs from the 24-yard line up to the 27. Man, it's going to be fun next in week 6. San Francisco takes on Minneapolis. Can the Bulldogs, who are starting to look like one of the top defenses in the league, figure out how to stop the Maulers? And while we're on it, can the Crabs figure it out in week 5? There's Tuiasa Sopo's numbers, 17 carries, 61 yards, padded by a 43-yard carry towards the end of the first half. Drew back to pass, gonna fire it down the field, caught. First down, gain of 15. Randolph on the tackle. You like to see San Francisco being aggressive, Daniel Charles, and especially on first down. That was, the critics were out discussing San Francisco's offensive strategy after the first 3 weeks, and the verdict was that on first down, they were just too predictable running the ball, and it set Drew up with second and third longs, and that's not a winning formula. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Handoff to Iyasosopo, sidesteps and then gets side-swiped. 2-yard pickup. Lamarck laying the boom all over the field. 2nd and 8 at the 43.
Second and 8. Ball at the 44-yard.
Appreciate that, SFL Maulers. 2nd down, 8 at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left here in the third. 6-3. Drew back to pass. Going to go deep. There's a penalty marker. That pass is caught. It's a foot race inside the 10. Donald Miller has got a touchdown. Let's check the flag. Miller dragging 2 defenders past the pylon. It's a hold. It's coming back. Oh my goodness. It is that type of night. Wow. Finally, we get a touchdown and it's called back for holding. 2nd and 18. Ball on the 33, 4 receivers. Drew back to pass. Drew all kinds of time, dumps it off short. Iyasosopo in the open field. He's going to be wrapped up. 2-yard gain only. Lamarck another tackle. Now 8 on the night. Ramos Lynn, I'd fire myself if I did that. You know that. I'd love to. It would really broaden my portfolio. I just can't. Third and 16 at the 36. Back to pass, Drew. Drew looking all around. Fires down the middle, nearly intercepted, and the holding call ends up kicking the Bulldogs off the field. Unbelievable. Jones to punt.
I've selected the punt. Number 35 is deep to receive.
Thinking back on the game, as it stands right now, and I'm trying to think of how many games we've seen in SFL history. I want to say it's close to over 250 games, and I don't think that we've ever had a game where we did not have a touchdown. I do believe we had a game where we did not have an offensive touchdown. There was a defensive touchdown in the game. But I don't believe we've ever had a game that just flat did not have a touchdown score. Still one more quarter to go. 1st and 10 at the 28 for NYC following the punt. Peters is out of the shotgun. Peters hands off Celestino, and Celestino is drilled in the backfield by Kirk Marquez. This is a fun one tonight, folks. These defenses are hitting hard.
2nd and 11.
2nd down, 11 at the 26. Back to pass, Peters. Flips it outside. That's usually where Muhammad is. There's actually still 3 seconds left on the clock, but Mackey made the catch. Peters, 210 yards. We're almost to the end of the third quarter, and Muhammad's still without a catch on one target. He's a ghost. That's the end of the third quarter. NYC 6 and San Francisco 3. This is the SFL Network. 3rd and 6 at the 31-yard line. For Peters under center with Celestino in the backfield. Peters, short drop back, and immediately Marquez says, I'll have none of that in my dojo. 4th down. San Francisco, their defense just keeps playing. And think about this, the 4-0 Minneapolis Maulers, the undefeated Maulers, gave up 34 to the Sailors, and the Sailors were on the road in that game as well. The Bulldogs have given up just 6 tonight with 2 goal line stands in the first half. What a game. 1st and 10 at the 31. Dwayne Drew back out there, threw a touchdown to Donald Miller on the last drive that was called back.
Let's go.
If you like the action, it's only going to be more awesome on Thursday night. The game of the week between the 3-1 Louisville Wolfpack and the 3-1 Carolina Skyhawks, along with other regional action, Minneapolis and Baltimore, Sioux Falls and Cleveland. That's coming up Thursday to start week 5 here on the SFL Network as Tuiasa Sopo gets the carry for 2 yards. He's now up to 65. Minneapolis 4-0, Baltimore's 2-2. They've lost 2 straight with both by 1 possession. Sioux Falls at Cleveland. Cleveland has lost 2 straight at home. 3rd game of a 3-game homestand in Sioux Falls is also 2-2. A very important Great Lakes divisional battle, divisional night on Thursday. Tuiasa Sopo again on the carry. Picks up 3. Bostrom and Lamarck around the football. 3rd and 5. What's important for San Francisco is Tuiasa Sopo isn't getting the 0 and the 1 yards as he was earlier in the game. He's getting 2-3 yards a carry, and that at least helps, makes things manageable for Dwayne Drew. Out of the shotgun for Drew, hands it off to Tuiasa Sopo, and I can't believe they ran on 3rd and 5. Lamarck makes the tackle. And honestly, that's just not smart offense for the Bulldogs. You just hit Donald Miller on a big touchdown throw, and you don't try him again. Donald Miller has been shut down pretty nicely by Bentley Van Buren tonight, but at least give the guy a shot to make the play that he made without the holding call. Punt is away, NYC from the 26, and on the return, Zorn is put down at the 28-yard line. There has just been 0 return room tonight.
First and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Muhammad is to the bottom of the screen, guarded by Mixon. Quiet not on the stat sheet for Mixon, but that Bulldog fans will take it. Celestino on the carry, around the right side, and Marquez is just jumping over people to make tackles. Ball gets credit for an assist. Now has 3 tackles on the night, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Ball at the 31-yard line.
4 receivers. Peters out of the shotgun, back to pass, 2nd down, pass incomplete. I think it just went right through the receiver's hands. Unbelievable. That's 2 big drops. Dockery was the intended receiver.
Third and 7. From 31 yards.
3rd down and 7 at the 31. 8:44 to go in the game. 6-3 NYC. Back to pass, Peters. Peters over the middle. Pass caught by Muhammad for the 1st down of the 42. Finally, Sultan Muhammad breaks free of the Russian Ivan Mixon, who was a playmaker last week, awarded by Greg Morris, a.k.a. San Antonio Corky. His Playmakers segment airs every Thursday. Celestino is just having a rough night. Loss of 4, Roosevelt, Wallace all over him. 2nd and 14.
Second and 14 from 38 yards.
8 minutes and counting. 4 receivers for Peters out of the gun. Back to pass. Peters looking Muhammad's direction, and Nixon turns around in the blink of an eye to knock it away. Incredible. Third down and 14 at the 38. 4 receivers, 3 to the left side. Back to pass. Peters on 3rd and long, in trouble. Peters is going to be sacked. Down back at the 28-yard line, a loss of 10. Swinging for the fences. San Francisco's defense stays aggressive, and Hayden Long forces the punt. Peters tried to break away, just couldn't. 4th and 23, the sack dramatically flips field position. San Francisco doesn't choose to come after it. On the return from 34, up to the 38-yard line, 7:04 to go. Let's take a look at the Teal Conference. Tallahassee looks like they're going to improve to 2-2 tonight. Carolina, Houston, and Louisville are all deadlocked at 3-1. Carolina currently holds the tiebreakers. Orlando is 2-2. Oklahoma City and Tallahassee both 1-2. Dallas and Santa Fe are both 1-3. Dallas and Santa Fe have a matchup coming up. 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to pass, Dwayne Drew. Drew fires into traffic. Ball's bounced up in the air, and Van Buren couldn't find it. That would have been big. Poor throw there by Drew. Tried to force it. 2nd and 10. San Francisco has not, the offense anyway, has not been put in a position where they're in a close game, they're trailing, and they got to get points. It's always been San Francisco has had the lead, and they're just trying to hold on. Or in the case of the Baltimore game, they were well out of it by the 4th quarter. But this is an interesting position for Dwayne Drew to be in for the first time in his career. Tuiasosopo's got a head full of steam, and he picks up a solid 7 yards up the middle.
Third and 2.
4 catches for 30 yards for Donald Miller. Miller averaging 107 yards a game. Had the touchdown called back. 3rd down and 3. They're going to run a draw, and it didn't work. Man, that is the 3rd time in this game I can think of that in a 3rd and 5 or less situation, San Francisco has run without success.
Has selected the punt. Number 35 is deep to receive.
San Francisco to punt it away again. From the 16. Oh! Hit like a deer. I don't know what else to say. Like a dumb deer in the headlights. Smashed.
1st and 10. From 22.
There's been so many big hits tonight, I've just lost all use of adjectives. 1st and 10 at the 21, NYC. Still up 6-3. Peters over the middle, Muhammad. Back-to-back catches for Sultan Muhammad. He's slowly starting to take over. 1st down, NYC.
First and 10.
235 yards on 2 picks. 54 quarterback rating for Peters tonight. Four receivers. Peters back to pass, looking for Muhammad again. Muhammad is taken over. 3 receptions in the fourth quarter. First down again to the NYC 49. Mixon draped all over him, but Muhammad stepping up.
First and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line.
And off to Celestino, 1-yard pickup. It'll run some clock. Marquez on the tackle. I think so, Lord Raider. I think so. Coming up, SFL postgame show. We'll have highlights from Oklahoma City, Tallahassee, and we'll break that game down. And we'll also have the full box score of NYC, San Francisco. And we'll look ahead to next week. That's all coming up on the SFL postgame report. 2nd and 9 from midfield. Draining the clock. Peters going to throw. Peters all kinds of time, and it's breaking down. Wobbler over the middle. Mixon nearly picked it off. 3rd down. The pressure started to get to Peters from behind. 4:15 to go.
Third and 9. From 50 yards.
4 receivers. 3 to the right, or to the left, excuse me. Celestino on a 3rd down and 9 gets the carry. You talk about ultra conservative. Jasper Lennox with his 3rd tackle. NYC wants to win this game 6-3. That is a we're going to win this game 6-3 play call. 3rd and 9. And the Sailors stay conservative. Low snap on the ground. NYC picks it up and a fair catch called for at the 10. 3:32 to go in the fourth. 3 minutes, 32 seconds away from history. We have not seen it in 250 plus games. A game without a touchdown. Can San Francisco make the Sailors pay? For playing not to lose. And does San Francisco know how to win it? In the end, as Miller's out of bounds.